How's it going, everybody? My name is Infamous Isaac, and I'm here with another Overwatch video. But this time, I'm not on Overwatch 2, or at least the beta. I'm back on Overwatch 1, and I wanted to post this video because the game that we're playing right now was a little spicy. I thought it was good enough to save, but the audio was not. The audio was crazy. It would offend some of my political connects, so we definitely had to cut out that audio. But what I wanted to do was kind of just, like I did with the last video, talk over it and just give my thoughts and opinions on this game. Like, I guess this game specifically, but also how it's compared to Overwatch 2 right now. And this game, this game overall was fun. I enjoyed it. But the more I kept playing competitive on Overwatch 1, the more it became apparent that shields were just way too strong. And it's hard for me to say because on one hand, playing any other role shields were ridiculous, but playing support with shields, it helped boost survivability, you know? Like I play Ana and Moira on support, right? Though those are my main two slices of bread. And whenever I play Ana, having those two shields really helped out because I only had to focus on healing them. But when I go to Overwatch 2, I have to focus on healing, staying alive, and doing damage as well. While in Overwatch 1, there was two tanks to help alleviate the fact that I wasn't doing much damage because I was trying to keep everybody alive. And looking at it both ways, it's like on one hand, it helps open up avenues for my Ana so I can do more damage and I can improve my skill with her. But on the other hand, it's forcing me to adapt to the new change. And that's only really a negative if you just don't like change. And it's not like that I don't like the change. It's more like I have to change with it or else I'm not going to improve, which is it's going to be difficult, but it's not impossible. And with Moira, I learned that I have to change my gameplay. Like here, you see, there's two shields, right? We have Winston and Reinhardt, and here, I don't have to do as much damage with my L2 because I always have a healing ball ready to throw, right? And we have Mercy on the second support, so we have decent amount of healing. But in Overwatch 2, since more and more people are fighting and there's less shield to protect you, you have to do way more healing. You have to do more of your part to heal. And for the most part, every game that I played usually doesn't have like a primary healer. It's been like Brig or Zenny or Lucio for the most part. So if I'm picking Ana or Moira, I have to do my part to make up for the fact that they have less healing, but they have more like what is it, utility, excuse me, in their kit. So it's basically making me change how I play. With Moira, I didn't explain how that changes it. It like it makes me heal more, but that comes with the issue of she has limited healing, right? It's not like Ana where you have to reload. You have to damage people to get that heal. So I either have to pop my ult like right here, or I have to do my L2 a lot more. And I can't do it in a precarious situation where like I'm in front of the enemy team and there's nobody else with me. I have to be smart about how I damage people. And you would think like, how's that much of an issue if you have a dodge? It's because now I can't rely on my team to help with my cooldowns. I have to make sure that I'm doing good with my cooldowns. Because with Ana, it's not like your cooldowns help your survivability. They do, it's a sleep, but I can't count on a sleep when it's 15 seconds. Like that's a huge part of the game. And then the bio grenade, I just use it for healing, healing or to kill an enemy. Like with Moira, you have the healing orb and the damage ball, and the shade step or the shumpo. But that like those two parts are extremely important. So I have to try to adapt those abilities and my playstyle to the Overwatch 2 style that is being promoted now with less shield and more damage, like more confrontation, more fights, more yeah, I guess more fights, period. So it's making me change. And you would think like after saying all of this that I would think it's a bad thing, but it's not. It's just I do better in this game because that's what I'm used to. once I get used to Overwatch 2, once it comes out, like I'm gonna enjoy this or that game more. But it's just the fact that I have to change. It's making it interesting because I haven't had to change in my Overwatch playstyle in a long time. Only thing was Soldier, and that was because they gave him recoil. And ever since then, I haven't been the same. But for like my supports and my tank, like support being my best class period for comp, like it's making me change. And excuse me, that's interesting because again, that hasn't happened in a very long time. So I'm all for it. But what I'm interested in is how Overwatch 2 competitive is going to be, right? Because obviously we have the founders pack in the beta right now where you can play it, and they have the comp setting in quick play so you can play it, have longer matches, have more experience with what Overwatch 2 competitive might be like. But I'm just interested now to see, like, when I get the chance to play the comp mode more with how golden guns may or may not be, since in the beta it's still there, like the golden gun option's still there, and that's why I'm playing Overwatch 1 comp, because I want to get a golden gun for Overwatch 2. Like, what if I get a gun for Sojourn or something, or for Junker Queen? Like, that would be cool. Like, I just think that would be pretty dope. But if there aren't any golden guns in Overwatch 2, then that would really suck because I'm doing this for no reason. But I just want to see how it would turn out, how it's gonna be, how like it is it gonna be more than just golden guns? Is it gonna be only golden guns? Is it just gonna be the same game mode? Is it gonna be more incentive? You know, like why am I going to play comp besides just like, oh, I have a high rank and that's it? I want incentive to play it, and that was my incentive. It was getting those golden guns because some people put don't put value in their golden gun, and I only put value on my golden gun because I think it looks cool. That's really it. I don't think, oh, I'm a god gamer now because I have a golden gun. I think I think a golden gun shows like, hey, I played this character enough to be like, yeah, I can play him in comp. But I just mostly have it because of the golden, like the golden aesthetic. I just think it makes it look cleaner. Like, it makes any skin cooler, unless if it's just a really ugly skin. But I like having golden guns, and I wish that I hope that they don't take them out because I just spent so much time getting them, and they mean a lot. They make my characters who they are. Like with Moira, I probably wouldn't play her as much if I didn't get the golden gun for her. Even though she was really good for when I was playing her, she's just that golden gun makes her look cleaner. Same with Orisa, even though she has the L1 that makes her look golden, doesn't matter. I still want the golden gun. Like that's clean, bro. That's clean. Soldier and Honor are the same way. I think I have four. I don't even remember how many golden guns I have. I think I have four or five. But as you can see, if you've been watching the video, though, like comp games in Overwatch 1 and comp games in Overwatch 2 are completely different. I had to stand up just to say that. But in Overwatch 1, you see me with my Mora, I'm just moving around left and right, and not like moving to survive. I'm just moving just to heal. Like, I'm not doing much in this gameplay. You can see like we're only really doing stuff when we're pushing, but on defense, I'm legit just moving left to right, strafing behind the shield. Like there's not much going on unless if a fight is really happening, and it's oppressive when you're on the pushing side. It's oppressive. Like you can tell here what is happening to them is happened to us in the beginning of the game. So it's not like it's mutually exclusive to the characters that you pick. Nah, it's legit just having that much damage and shield and protection. It's oppressive, no matter what side you're on. And I'm glad that honestly that they took them out. I didn't expect it to be that change. I just thought it was just gonna be like, oh, they're just gonna rework some characters. But the the one tank change really does help out. It Some people say, "Oh, Overwatch 2 is just Overwatch 1.5," and I can see that. I can genuinely see that. Because if you're just looking at the fact that they added nighttime and daytime modes to the maps, they reworked some characters, they added some characters, and they just brought it to PS5 basically, then yeah, of course it would only be Overwatch 1.5. Anybody can say that. But to me, like the changes are so substantial, whether you think of it of a sequel or not, it still changes the game. whether you think of it substantial or not. Like, if you stop playing Overwatch like around 2018, you're gonna think, oh, okay, they took out a tank. That's cool. But where's the story mode and where's the Overwatch, 2 release date or whatever? And that those are very valid complaints because I want to know what's going on with the story too, like how it's gonna be. I want to see like, all right, hopefully it's worth purchasing solo if the multiplayer is gonna be free. But with the multiplayer and what we have right now, I'm glad that these changes happened because it changes up the game. And that's all I've wanted for the past like 2 years when Overwatch 2 got announced. Overwatch 1 was sacrificed for this to be the priority. So if it wasn't worth what's it called sacrificing, I wouldn't have wanted to play it. So I'm glad that the changes that they made were substantial because they had to be. If they weren't, I wouldn't have even bothered. I would have played the game, but I don't know how long I would have played the game for. Like that would have actually been in question, and that hasn't been in question for a very long time. So I'm glad that these changes actually meant something. That's all I could ask for. Now I just hope that they keep meaning something as the game comes out because the beta for me I think was great. I'm enjoying it even though there's still the issue of getting stomped completely, but now it's just in a different way with like really oppressive and strong characters like Sombra. Soldier and just be one-shotting, bro. It's crazy. And Junker Queen's just good. She's good. If you're good enough for her, she's unkillable. Like there's still that problem with steamrolling, but it's just something that they have to figure out once the game comes out and all the data comes in. Figure out how creatively they can change some characters, add some things, change some or take out some things. Like I know Blizzard is creative enough to make changes like that with like Hanzo Storm Arrow. Like that was a pretty good change, but we just have to wait and see. But yeah, as the game's coming to a close, I hope you all enjoyed. Thank you all for watching. Let me know your thoughts and opinions on the Overwatch 1 versus Overwatch 2 like state that we have right now cuz as far as I'm concerned, these are two different games right now. So, let me know how you feel about it in the comments below. This has been Infamous Isaac. Hope y'all have a great rest of your day, and I'll check y'all out. Peace. So I legit cannot fill this end with silence. So have this like 20-second clip of me trying to fill up space for 20 seconds because I'm terrible at trying to space out how I'm talking throughout a 13-minute video. You would think that I would know how to do it after like a year of being on YouTube, but no, I'm still garbage. So anyways, bye. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed.